Hey guys, I'm Dee Harris. Welcome to another episode of Hanging Out with Dee. And guess what? I'm super excited to be hanging out with two amazing Latina women today. I have the great, amazing Commissioner Emanuela hanging out with me today.
Thank you for having me,
yes. Dee. And then I'll have Maria later on in the show. But let me tell you all about Emanuela. She is the Commissioner of Latina and Puerto Rican Affairs here in Danbury, and she's the first Brazilian commissioner to hold that role. She is the editor of the Tribune newspaper. She is also a council member on the Danbury's Aging in Place Council, and she serves as a member of the Danbury Hospital's Board of Directors, and she was honored as one of the top 50 most influential Latinas. Like, what? Rocket.
Women,
yeah.
Out there.
Yeah, really happy to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. So talk to me about when you migrated here with your family.
Well, I came here from Brazil when I was 10 years old.
Yes.
And my mom started cleaning houses. My dad started working construction. Mm-hmm. And, I'd go to school during the day. After school, my mom would pick me up. I usually help with the last house of the day from 3 to 4. And then in the evening, we would all go to Carmel, New York, right over the border, clean a couple of supermarkets together as a family. Me, mom, and dad, my sister, and my brother. Me and my brother would stay in the car and wait. Sometimes would let us come in and help do the vacuum of the grocery aisle. And we did that for the first couple of years that we were here. So we came with nothing.
Yes.
And we're very grateful to the city
for
because, we've built everything we have from these hands working together as a family and having a common goal.
Yes. Yeah. And isn't that the immigrant story,
It is.
And doing what you need to do to get where you want to be.
I think the beautiful thing about Danbury is that my story is not unique.
Yes.
It's most everyone's story that comes here has the same story, and that's what gives me great pride to be here.
Yeah.
I'm just one of many that have had the same beginnings of their lives here.
Yes. Beautiful. So your mom owns the Tribune newspaper.
Yes.
And you're the editor there.
I am.
And your dad now owns his own construction company.
He does. Now, mom and dad's story here, it was inspirational to me, and it's why today I engage and I do what I do, because I saw my dad go from being a foreman to then being a manager to then buying the owner of the company out and then becoming the owner of the company. So he's still working in the same job for the same company that he started from the very first day that he was able to find employment here in town. And mom started cleaning houses in the morning and coming up with this plan of creating a way of educating the community. It started with us giving free English classes on Main Street on Sundays at a friend's insurance company that would lend us a space. And then she saw that there was a need for more information, that people weren't coming to learn how to speak English. They were coming to learn, how do I get a light account set up with Connecticut and Power? How do I register my children to school? So mom said, we need to come up with a newsletter. So they have this information readily available to them, but it needs to be in English and Portuguese. Because mom is old school, and she told me the story always, and she always reminds us that you can't go in someone's house for the first time, open up their fridge, take a can of Coke, and put your feet on their couch.
No.
So she goes, we have to make sure we're publishing in their language so they know what we're saying.
Yes.
And that's how the Tribune was born, and I had the honor to work with my mom for the past 16 years of my adult life. And I get to work with my buddy, my best friend, and we're really tight, and it's been awesome.
Yes, what a beautiful story.
Thank you.
Very inspiring.
My parents are the bomb.
Yeah.
I love them.
That's inspiring. That's beautiful stuff. So you're the mom of an beautiful autistic son. Talk to us about that.
I am, and it's really been a gift, The day that Kai was diagnosed, it changed my life, and it was one of those days that I think there's times in our lives that we really realize how important our faith is to us, and that day it was, where I really needed to trust God that he thought that I was able and capable to be Kai's mom, and that I had been chosen by God to be Kai's mom. That's how I felt. And I have never learned so much as a person than what I've learned with my little one, and he's really the teacher, and I'm really the student when it comes to his autism, and it's been a blast. I never had so much fun, and he's the light of my world. He's just amazing.
So for moms who have autistic kids, Like, what are some of the things that you've learned?
You know, I will take it from my own experience.
Yeah.
Accept it.
Accept it. Don't fight it.
No. You really have been given a gift in a sense of you are going to really be there for every milestone of your child. Look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
You're not going to forget the first day they speak. I'll never forget the first time I heard my son actually say a word, because it was after a year of therapy that we were able to get him to speak.
Yes.
Autism, if you know one child with autism, you only know one child with autism. It's a very diverse condition. Caillou's symptoms is very different from all of his peers that also have autism. But what I learned in the journey was this: we got diagnosed early. So the time that I spent in the beginning trying to prove the doctors wrong that he didn't have autism was time that I wasted, that I could have learned more about it and helped Caillou more. So the number one thing I would say is that accept it.
Yeah.
And always choose therapy over any type of drug, because I think that's really what changes them.
Okay.
And once you understand that it's about you going to your child's world and not so much trying to bring him into yours, you will meet a beautiful human being that has so much to teach you.
Yes.
And that's been the opportunity that I've been given through my son.
Oh, how beautiful is that? That's beautiful.
And he's gorgeous.
Oh, he is gorgeous.
He is the cutest
He
boy.
is
I'm
the
sorry
best
for everybody
mohawk.
else that has a
I love his
toddler,
mohawk.
but you know, he's got the hair going.
Yes.
He has the mohawk. He loves to dance. He loves to sing, and it's just a
wonderful.
whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's almost 4. He's going to be 4 in May. And, you know, Kai started speaking in the past year and a half or so. So it's been a journey now to see his personality come out and him to be able to
express what he
exactly.
wants.
So he's more like 4 going to 15 now, which is great.
Yes.
And it's just the 2 of us. So it's funny. Sometimes I get home from work and doing a lot of community work. Mama, where are you?
Wonderful.
It's like, Mama was trying to help. Okay, time to help Caillou now. I was like, you got it, buddy. It's all you.
Wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
but it's great. It's great.
Shout out to Caillou.
Caillou, my love.
Yes. So why are you so passionate about the issues of community and immigration here in Danbury?
You know, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was having other community conversations, and, you know, my parents had the courage to come here from Brazil because they wanted something better for us, for the children. And they instilled in me this love for this place, Danbury. They gave us an opportunity. And now I want something better for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's really what it boils down to. And I think that community work is about you understanding that you moving forward and having a better quality of life it only really works if you fight for everyone else to be there with you in a better quality of life.
Absolutely.
That having a good quality of life limited only to your household means that somebody else is not having it, and that's something that we can never
It's
stand
not going
out
to
for.
work.
No.
All right, guys, it's time for Dee's Life Questions. Okay, Emanuela, what's your greatest life lesson?
My son's diagnosis of autism.
Why?
I learned what it really meant for you to give of yourself to someone fully and meet someone where they were.
Yeah.
And that life lesson now I translate it to any person I meet, especially people that I may approach that may not agree with me, may not understand where I'm coming from. I understood that it's my job to meet them where they are.
Absolutely.
And it's not the other way around. And that's what my
That's
toddler
good.
taught me.
That's good stuff,
My
Mom.
TT, toddler
Yes.
taught me.
Who is your mentor?
My mom.
Why?
Because she
What's your
has...
mom's name?
Celia.
Celia?
Celia Palmares.
Shout out to Celia.
I love you, Mommy.
And what's your dad's name?
Jen Nielsen.
Ah, power.
I'm your girl.
Yes.
Daddy's girl, right here.
So why is she your mentor?
My mom was adopted. And I have a mother who didn't have a mother that turned out to be the best mother.
Oh my goodness.
And, you know, for me, that itself is such a lesson in love that she literally gave us what she didn't have.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm always motivated by that, that you never have so little that you have nothing to give. And that's something that my mom always tells us. And she inspires us every day by that saying.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Say that one again. You never have so little.
That you have nothing to give.
How powerful is that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm holding it together, guys.
I also call my mom my Mr. Miyagi because she
You're
always
Mr.
comes
Miyagi
out
with
with
some
some of
wise
these one-liners
phrases.
that you just kind of go, yeah, so
Yes.
she's great.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she's feeling better now. I know this weekend was a little tough.
She's feeling better, and she got out of the hospital on Saturday. She was there since Wednesday. The first thing she asked me, she goes, did you make my hair appointment?
I guess
And I
she's
drove
feeling
her to the
better.
hair salon. So
I
we're
guess
back
she's
to
feeling-
normal now.
Yes.
Yes.
What is
Yes.
spirituality?
Who we are.
What does that mean?
I think that once we acknowledge that there's a really huge spiritual element to our being on earth, we start being more compassionate towards people and understanding that we're made of the same essence.
Absolutely.
And that all the stuff in the outside, where we come from, the color of our skin, what we speak, it's
Our
secondary,
language, all of that.
yeah, to our
Second.
spirituality. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all sons and daughters of the same daddy.
High five. All right, guys, it's time for I Don't Like That, Mon. Okay, Manu, what gets on your last nerve?
Disengagement.
Disengagement. What does that big word mean?
When we are not a part of a conversation of something that actually has a huge impact on our lives, and we're
Yes.
allowing other people to have those conversations and make decisions for us. I think that's really what, to me, what disengagement means. It's our job to make sure that we're engaged.
Yeah,
in
we're
everything
plugged
that-
in
Yes,
to
we're
our
plugged
lives
in.
and what's going
Whether
on.
it's bad news, whether there's too much going on, we can no longer use that as an excuse because as a community we're suffering. We need to be
Absolutely.
engaged. Yes, we were called to be here at this time to deal with these things, and you know, all of
Yeah.
us as a community, and we have to face them.
Get involved.
Gotta get involved.
You can't
That's it.
complain if you're not doing anything about what's happening around you. I love that.
So true.
You said the other thing that you didn't like was environments without systems and process.
That's just my OCD talking. You know, like one of the things
like some order.
Yeah, one of the things I learned with Caillou is that routine is just such a big part of his life,
Yeah.
and it makes our lives so much easier. And it was funny. One of the reasons why I didn't really accept his diagnosis right away, or you know, I'm like, no, my son is not autistic. Because one funny story is Caillou used to go into the pantry, very little, and turn all the labels of all the cans the right
Face
way.
forward, yeah.
I'm thinking, this is my son.
This is my boy.
This child
He thinks
is
like
just
me.
like his mama, you know? And all the obsessions he had of lining things up, I'm like, exactly, it's
Yes.
not lined up.
Correct.
It drives
It
me
needs to be
crazy.
organized,
Right.
yes.
So I thought those things were great. And then the doctor's like, you know what? He's doing a little too much. I'm like, I'm so proud. But I think that it's important because when we have systems in place and processes,
Yeah.
we have a clear path for us to have accountability and let people know that they're not doing what they told us they're supposed to do,
I love it.
you know?
All right, guys, it's time for What in the World? Okay, Manu, what's your unanswered what in the world question?
What in the world is going on with the funding of our public schools?
Talk about it, girl.
Right now in Danbury, our public schools are $30 million underfunded by the state of Connecticut.
30?
30.
Million.
30 plus 6 zeros of underfunding. So, an example, right now, per pupil, you see that Waterbury get around $8,000 per student of reimbursement of the state, right? Danbury is around $3,700. So they have something called the ECS formula. It's education cost sharing formula. It's what the state uses to calculate how much money they can reimburse a town back for education costs. And they froze this formula back in 2011, I believe. And when they freeze the formula, they freeze where the town was. So the number of children in school, the number of people that were applying for free and reduced lunch. And unfortunately, at the time that they froze, Danbury was doing well. And now we have a lot of changes in our community.
Wow.
We have a high concentration of people that are in free and reduced lunch. So we're not getting enough back from the state, and that really causes pressure to all of us,
Yeah.
even if we don't have children in the school system, because right now we are 30 cents of every dollar you pay in taxes goes to the city, and 70 cents of that dollar goes towards funding education.
What?
And that has to do with the fact that the state is not giving us enough money back, and that's something that we as a community, we need to be shouting from the rooftops
About.
and asking the state to really rethink the way they fund education and give Danbury its fair share.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
it is a big deal, and we should all be talking about it.
What in the world is happening? All right, guys, it's time for Say What? All right, guys, it's time for Say What, and you know that this is a time in the show when our experts like Manu, that's her cool name, Manu, gets to get a chance to teach us and share with us something that's on their heart, something from their area of expertise. And today we're going to talk about the immigrant experience. Go for it, Dill. All right, the immigrant life. All right, first graphic. You said that there are two types of immigrant experiences.
Yes, there's two types, and I think a lot of the conflict that we have in the community sometimes is because we're thinking of the immigrant experience as just one big thing. And we have to look at people that have come, that have migrated over to a town, you know, from Europe and other countries, and people that have now, that really represent this latest wave of immigrants that we have that from South and Central America. You know, people from South and Central America, they have a really different government structure that they're coming from than people that come from European countries.
Yeah,
and
or like Jamaica, like me.
Exactly.
Totally cool.
Yeah, or the islands and stuff. So we need to be able to, as we're trying to get everyone to be on the same page and be Americans and love our country, we also have to acknowledge, you know, their experiences and what they're coming with.
Correct.
And again, like Caillou taught me, meet them where they are.
Yeah.
Immigrants sometimes get a bad rap from not knowing what they should know.
Correct.
But where do you begin
Correct.
if
Next
you don't know what
graphic.
you should
Yeah.
know?
Let's go to the next graphic. You say we have the largest concentration of Latinos in Connecticut.
We have actually the largest concentration of Brazilians in Connecticut. We have one of the largest Latino communities in Connecticut. You know, so, and that will tell you right now in the place that we are in the community, we still don't have any Latino representation in the state level from Danbury, you know, up in Hartford. So that's something that we need to consider and think about, because I think government by the people, for the people is the best form of government. And we need to have people that can relate to the Latino experience and immigrant experiences to really fight for the issues that matter to everyone.
Let's take a look at the 1/10th district. Dale, can you throw that up? What are we looking at?
We're looking at the heart of Danbury.
Yeah.
That's the 1/10th, right? The 1/10th is Main Street, all the streets around and surrounding Main Street, and it's really the birthplace of all immigrant communities.
Yeah.
As you come into Danbury, the first time you're going to find some affordable housing, you know, multifamily rental homes, it's going to be around the 1/10th district. And so it's a very special place for me. It's where I was raised. The first house we rented was on 14 Terrace Place, right around the Danbury Public Library,
in that
Library
area,
Place, the post office. And I still live in the 1/10th today, and it's where I grew up. It's my hood.
Yeah, love it. Next graphic. You say immigrants don't know enough about the mainstream community and vice versa.
Right. I think right now we need to unify these two worlds. I think right now we still have two parallel communities that are unaware of each other's issues. And I think that once we find the common areas, it's going to be a much better community for everyone, because we all really want the same thing.
Great. Next graphic. You said we all want the same thing.
We do.
Yes.
We do. You know, we want a good quality of life.
Yes.
We want education for our children. We want a future.
Yeah.
And I think that no matter where you come from,
Absolutely.
whether you were born here, you came from some other country, you want those things.
Absolutely.
And I think that there's a lot that we can do together to make that happen for everyone, and focusing on what we have in common, not so much what we have that's different.
Absolutely. All right. Next graphic. You say politics should be about the people. Talk about it, girl.
Oh boy.
And you are running for?
I am. I'm running for office with the 110th district here in Danbury.
Yeah.
And I believe in that. I believe that we've been told by the system that it doesn't matter, don't get involved in politics, it doesn't work, it's corrupt or it's rigged. But I think that when we look at the political landscape right now, and we realize that decisions are being made that have direct impact on our lives. Buying into that notion that it doesn't matter, it's what proliferates the problem. I think that this is a country where your vote counts. It's not like in my country of birth where someone can buy your vote with a sack of rice or with a couple of bucks. Now, this is a country where you need to physically, voluntarily go and cast your vote. A lot of the countries that we come from South and Central America, you're obligated to vote. So in this case, the people have the power. And I think it's important for the people to realize that they're the ones that have the power at hand, and they're the ones that can really drive and impact change. And it's important for us also to choose leaders that represent who we are and what we believe in. And then together, we can really make sure that the quality of life that we were able to enjoy as immigrants, the reasons why we came to Danbury are going to be there for our generations to come.
Absolutely. All right, I'm here with Maria Gutierrez Salem. She's Venezuelan. She's also an immigrant to Danbury, and she's been here for 5 months. Just got married. She's a lawyer, and she's going to show us one of her favorite dishes that she makes in Venezuela. Go for it.
Thank you, Dee, for the invitation.
Yes.
I love to be hanging out with Dee.
Yes, thank you.
We are going to make arepas. Arepas is the most traditional food back in my country.
Yeah.
We eat arepa for breakfast, lunch,
and
dinner. It's our bread, you know. The ingredients are very easy. Pre-cooked corn flour, salt, vegetable oil, water.
Yes.
I usually don't use vegetable oil. I prefer olive oil because it's healthier. And the water, I use warm water.
Okay.
But here we are going to use this kind. You're going to need a bowl like this.
Yeah.
And you only have to put all the ingredients together.
Yeah, the graphic should be up for the ingredients.
Yes. 2 spoons of salt.
Yeah.
This is 1 pound of corn flour.
Yeah.
2 spoons of oil.
Yes.
Then approximately 4 cups of water.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
So literally one of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should do it very fast,
Yeah.
you know.
So you're kind of just like using your hand. To
Yes,
mix the
you have to
ingredients
use your hands. Don't be afraid to use your hands.
together. Yes.
And then after you do this very quickly, you don't want any lumps,
Yeah.
you let it there,
Let it sit.
and you cover
Yeah.
for 10 minutes. I usually don't wait.
Yeah.
But because we are in TV,
Yes.
I have to show people how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you will have this result.
Yeah. So you make a ball
You make a bowl with your hands,
with your hands.
a little bit love.
Yes, that's right. That's where the love
The
is.
Jamaica,
The Jamaica.
oh, the Venezuela.
Elbow.
Okay. Oh, the Venezuela.
And the Venezuelan love. That's right. It's all in the hands, man.
Oh, yeah.
And the thoughts that you have when you're preparing the food. Absolutely. So you make it a circle.
And then
That's
you do
like our
this.
Jamaican dumplings.
Yeah, it's very similar. Or the English muffins.
Okay, we got 1 minute left.
Okay, this one is a small one. They will look like this.
And then you were saying you can fry it, you can bake it.
Oh yes, you can put it in the oven, you can fry it, or you can make it in a pan. But if you do it in a pan, make sure that the temperature is medium or medium low.
Okay. So that it doesn't burn.
Each side have to be 10 minutes.
Got it.
And after that,
Show us the beauty.
this will be the beautiful result.
Oh my goodness.
Oops.
Look at that. That's delicious.
These are the ones that are plain arepas. But actually, you can do it sweet arepas.
All right. Manu, come over here. Let's eat some.
All right,
Great.
some arepas.
Yeah, so we got it sweet. We have it savory, guys.
Yeah, these one are avocado, bacon,
Which one you gonna
cheese,
I'm
eggs.
gonna grab one of the
Grab one,
sweet
grab one.
ones. Let's see.
Okay. One love, everyone. Let's go to our Black History thought, our Black History quote. No
One
one
love.
is born hating one another because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. That's from Nelson Mandela. One love, every guys.
One love.
Bye. One love, one love.
Arepas.
Arepas!